Rated E for everyone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you. Come right over here. Take a look at this screen here. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to make music on Nintendo. Yes, of course you want to know how to make music on Nintendo. Look at this screen here. This is going to show you what I'm doing here on this Nintendo DSi unit. It also runs on the Nintendo 3DS and the Nintendo 2DS. So each line of the screen here has the name of a different drum sound on it. The first line here says echo bass drum. That's the acoustic bass drum. So we tap on the spots, and every time the green bar goes by, it plays that drum sound. Very, very simple. We can turn the volume up here a little bit so you can hear it. Now we go here. This is the snare drum, the second line, acoustic snare 1. And then finally the hi-hats. Okay, so now I've made a drum beat. I'm like, wow, that's great. You made a drum beat in just a couple seconds, and it's really kind of lame. Let's make a better drum beat out of this, shall we? So first what we're going to do is we're going to change the drum sound. So we go here to the acoustic bass drum, we say load sound, and we load in this nice Commodore 64 kick drum sound here. Do load sound, do the snare drum to match it. Now I'll do the hi-hat. Now, this hi-hat needs a little bit more, so we're going to add some echo to it. Let's go here to the echo screen. Perfect, there we go. I'll change the other hat to match it. Okay, now that's better, but it's still kind of lame. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some accents. So I'll select the lower velocity for the velocity control at the top. And so I'll do is I'll add an accent here and here and here. And then we'll add maybe an accent or two in the hi-hats there just to make things interesting. Then we'll go down here and we'll add another snare drum here at the bottom. This is a beatbox snare. And we'll add an echo to that as well. And we'll go to the mixer screen here. We'll turn that down just a little bit. Perfect. There we go. All right. So we've got a great drum beat there. Oh yes, we want to go take the tempo here. We go to the tempo here, and we just grab that and we bring that up a little bit, make that a little faster. There we go. Awesome. All right. So now we got a pretty good drum beat. We got the tempo up. That's going pretty well now. Turn it down just a little bit. So. Now down here, we scroll screen scrolls just like your cell phone. You can scroll it up and down, you can scroll it left and right. Now we're only going to do 16 beats, we're going to leave it scrolled all the way to the left. Now what we do here is we look at this is like a piano keyboard turned on its side down here on the bottom. Right, play us out, keyboard cat. So what we do is we're going to go select the Moog bass sound here, and we're going to draw in a bass line. That's pretty good. Let's sweeten that up with another instrument part here. Alright, now what we're going to do now is we're going to take these parts and we're going to pan them left and right. So we're going to put one in one ear, one in the left ear, and one in the right ear. Or I guess in your case it would be your right ear and your left ear. And so now, go here, select this patch here. I'm just going to draw like a sweep. We're going to go through all the notes in the scale. Copy that. Use the edit control on the left here, say copy. Each of these blocks is 4 beats, so we're going to do the first 8 beats. We're going to copy those to the next 8 beats there. Now this sound is a little bit jarring, it kind of blends in with everything, so we're going to modify it a little bit here. We're going to go down here and go select a sine wave. Then we're going to edit the envelope here. An envelope is sort of the loudness over time, right? So it starts, it's like how long does it take to get to the maximum volume, right? There's the attack, right? And then there's how long, and then there's the volume at the point where you're holding the key down. That's the sustain. So we're going to turn the sustain down to 0. So basically it's going to decay to 0. So now it's just a little popping. You can't really hear it too well. So we're going to turn the decay down so that it goes longer. And we're going to change the waveform of that. See, there's like sort of, you can do a linear transition, which is how it normally does it, up, down, in a straight line. Or you can do like an exponential, right? We have a bunch of other curves in here, but this is one of those things that Rhythm Core does, which other programs don't do, is it let you change the wave which it uses. Just going to change that. And then we're going to go to here, we're going to add some echo to it. And we're going to make it higher pitched by 2 octaves. Okay, that's pretty good. That's almost like a Kraftwerk thing there, right? So go to the mixer, turn this down a with this more in the background. Then we're going to add a few more parts here. We're going to add the spaced octave here at the top. And then we're going to put a little bit of a string hit down here. And I think that's pretty good for now. Prepare ourselves for later. See at the top of the screen here it says D sharp major. That's its best guess as to what key we're in. Now what is a key, you may ask? Well, a key is a collection of notes that sound good together, right? So C major is all the white keys on the keyboard. And the scale is the part which is the spacing between the notes, and the key is the note that it starts on. So all around that you see there's the name of other keys. Those align with the buttons on the front of the machine. If we look at a Nintendo, here's a 3DS running the same program. You notice the buttons are all arranged in a cross format in the same way as the buttons on the screen. That's because they correspond. When we press the button, it changes key. So let's do that. Well, that's pretty good, but I don't want to press the buttons all the time. Can't we get the computer to do that for us? Why? Well, yes, you can. So you have the pattern mode here. Now all we do is we just press the key we want, and then we press plus to add it to the pattern. G major, press plus. D major, press plus. Then we grab this little loop icon over here on the right. Now we drag that up to the top to make it loop. Now we go back here. Make sure pattern is set to 0, turn pattern mode on. Now we'll play that pattern. Play all those chords in sequence. Say, well, that's pretty cool. But wait, there's more. This is a really fun part. So we go to solo mode here. Mode, all the notes match the current key and scale, so you can't hit a wrong note. Even if you stay on the same note, you will change the keys underneath to match. I didn't guarantee it would sound good, but it will be in key. Over here on the left of the drums, looks like somebody fell through the drum kit. It's a little easier to play on the drum screen here. And of course we have the mixer screen here. We can change the levels of everything. Say, well, that's pretty cool. You got patterns, you can make a solo, you can sequence chords. That's almost a song. We can't make a song with just one loop. How can we make another loop? Well, I'm glad you asked. You go up here, and over here you see this is a play block here, right? This is the block which is currently playing. But over here, this is a little picture of a pencil on it. That is the edit block. That's a block we're currently editing, the block we're currently changing. So we change that. We can build a whole new sequence while it's still playing the other block. It only plays the play block. So go in here and I'll draw in some drums. And I'll go down here and I'll draw in some bass. Use the set command here to go and fill up the track with that. Alright, almost there. We'll just go and add a little bit of accents here. And go and draw some stuff in there. Probably won't sound that great, but you know, hey, it's a demo loop, right? So, we'll go back to the main screen one more time, go back to the original block, we'll copy all the instruments. So select this edit at the top. The edit at the top is magic, it's a multi-select. So I'll select that, and I'll say copy instruments for all tracks, and I'll copy those to block 1. So now that'll be there. Now we'll go and select the pattern screen, I'll change every other one to play our new block. So, old block, new block. So you're like, okay, that's pretty cool. We can make multiple blocks. We can play solos on top of them. We can do drums. We can do all this stuff. But, you know, that's not a real song. Like, you know, I'm sure you can do a real song. That was a real song sound like. I'm like, well, I'm glad you asked. Because I actually play this live all around Los Angeles. Get up in clubs and bars. And people say, hey, man, what do you play? And I say, I play Nintendo. And then I rock the house. So I'm going to load up a song here from my live show. This song here is called Picture Friend. Load this up. And all I have to do is press start. Now I don't have to play along with it, but I can, and I will. And so that, my friends, is how you play Nintendo. So this program is available in the eShop on the Nintendo DSi and 3DS and the new 2DS game consoles. It's a download. This is a $10 download. There's an earlier version which is $5. If you really want the new version, it's got vibrato and portamento and echo and other things that end in O that are really cool. It's got the drum screen, the mixer screen, the countdown timers, all sorts of really, really cool stuff. I spent 3 years past the original version adding stuff which I learned from doing my live shows. It's a very full-featured program, and I hope you will enjoy it. So please take a flyer, and yeah, be sure to check it out on www.rhythmcorealpha.com. Thank you so much.